All right, we're looking at 3.3 example 1. It says find the missing values in each ratio table, then write the equivalent ratios. When we see ratio tables, we will either be working with repeated addition or multiplication depending on the table. So let's take a look at problem A, and we can see that for every one triangle, there are 3 sides. Okay, so that means for every 2 triangles, we need to figure out how many sides there will be. Well, we're going to use a repeated addition on this one. So we did 1 plus 1 to get to 2. So we're going to do 2 plus 1 to get to 3. Okay, and so for every 1 triangle, there are 3 sides, which means we're going to be adding 3 every time down here, right? Because if one triangle has 3 sides and 2 triangles have 6 sides, we're going to add 3. For every 3 triangles, there will be 9 sides, and then we're going to add 3 again. And for every 4 triangles, there will be 12 sides. So when it says write the equivalent ratios, what that means is 1 to 3, 2 to 6, 3 to 9, and 4 to 12. Now, B right here is a little bit different. So it's not set up in the same manner. It says for every 4 frogs, there's 6 toads. And remember, we're making equivalent ratios. So if I go ahead and write this ratio over here, 4 to 6, I'm really saying then, okay, well then it's 20 to what number? What's equivalent? So we have to figure out, how did I get from 4 to 20? Well, I multiplied by 5, which means if I multiplied this by 5, to get to my unknown number, I also need to multiply by 5 because we have to multiply both sides of the ratio by the same number to have an equivalent ratio. So if I do that, 6 times 5 would be 30. Now this is where it's a lot different than the last table. We need to just use the numbers to figure out what we need to do. Well, I don't have a number up here, so really what I'm doing is, okay, 20 to 30 is the same as some number to 90, right? Well, how do I get from 30 to 90 right here? Well, I multiply by 3. And I'm doing it in 2 places just to show you in the ratio table as well as with the regular ratio. So I'm going to do 20 times 3, and I'll get 60. Now we're going to have to use this last number to help us. How do I get from 90 to 180? Well, I multiply by 2, which means on the top I'll also have to multiply by 2. And that will be 120. If you lined all of these up, all of these ratios, 4 to 6, 20 to 30, 60 to 90, 120 to 180, you would see that they're all equivalent ratios. So when I write them, I do 4 to 6, 20 to 30, 60 to 90, oops, there we go, and 120 to 180.